Hi, this is Johnny Bergen with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. This time, I've been meaning to do this for a while, and this is a real special treat. We're going back to Chicago, 1979, Hayes Ware. He made a great record called Mississippi to Chicago, and it's on Bash Records, and it is a gem. And you know, it's funny, starting in the 90s and going right up to now, there's been this resurgence of this sort of, hill country, Mississippi sound, real back to the roots kind of thing. I think it was a reaction against, basically, to me, it was kind of a reaction against, overproduced blues records. And blues records that's too arranged and too slick and trying to be something it's not. And it was just the pendulum was swinging the other way. And too bad Hayes Ware wasn't around to capitalize on that, because he's like a real synthesis of the Chicago thing, especially with Billy Branch playing wonderfully on this record. Just tremendous tone. He brings the whole thing to life. He could have been like another Junior Kimbrough or something. I love his guitar playing. Played with his fingers. I've researched this and asked some people who knew him. He was mostly a bass player. He played with Hip Link Chain, Kansas City Red, Johnny Young. He's on that Chicago The Blues Today record. Anyhow, I've talked for almost 2 minutes here and haven't, played anything. So I want to start with something that's not on the LP. It's just a single. It's called You Got Me Mama. So this is an example of how you take a real rudimentary left hand and chords and all that, and you make it interesting with the right hand pattern. I mean, if it was just... I'm just going up and down with my thumbnail there. It's okay, but, even with a real funky beat like that, it's still kind of like just sitting there. So I'm going to try to pep it up a little bit the way he played it with his thumb and finger, thumb down, finger up, thumb down, finger up. So... I keep wanting to make it more complicated than it is. I'm doing this. The low E never even occurs from the guitar, but it's this popping tune, man. Man, it's tricky, man, to get how funky it is. When you see how funky it is, I actually based one of my own songs off this song, but this is the record that it's off. It's called Dos Hombres Wanted, me and Kike Gomez, my dear friend from Spain. And anyway, I did a song called The Jinx, and it's like... But now that I go back and really look at You Got Me Mama, it's a little bit better than what I did. So... that's kind of it. So the great thing is, if you're a beginning guitar player, here's an E chord, right? You don't have to play the whole E chord. It's like way back when I did that Slim Harpo lesson, I was doing A, open, which that happens on this record too. So your left hand is just 2nd fret, 4th fret, A string, and your first finger's on the 2nd and 2nd, and you got to open it. Open it up, and then to get the... That's when your bass goes. Not you, but the bass. So it's like a seesaw, Got me, baby. Got me, baby. Got me, baby. Here's your B chord. Don't even worry about the A string. like Jimmy Reed, just go. And then he plays this solo, which is the ultimate in simplicity. It's just your high E chord. So 13, 12, and 12. Top part of an E bar chord. But anyway, the rhythm, if you could get a hold of this and really make it funky, it's tough as hell, man. It's almost like hip hopping or something. It sounds like it's so old it's new, you know? So talk about some other awesome grooves. This one actually took me a minute and I still don't have it exactly. Fishin' in My Pond. That's in G and it's like, oh, and that's the first song on the record. It hits you like a sledgehammer. Jink-a-dong, bam. So it's in G. Everything on this record, I'm talking about the LP now, is in E, couple in G, and some really weird stuff in D that we're going to talk about. But here's this stuff in G. So R. What the hell? So anyway, it goes. That's just 3, 3, and 3. I mean, this is almost impossible to explain, but you know. And then you gotta jump down to the first fret of the A string. That's the minor third of the G chord. And then I'm kind of chipped in. Somebody fishing in my pond. That's a C7th chord. You might walk into it. You know what it is? It's almost like the most stripped down, in your face version of Louisiana Blues by Muddy Waters, where it goes da-dong, ga-dong, ga-dong, dong, you know. Of course, that's in open G, but the notes are kind of the same. Anyway, call me crazy, but you can really have fun. Just try to get a gnarly tone. I've been messing with my tone all for trying to get that tone. I don't have it, man. But this is as good as I could get it. As I dialed it in here, you know what I did? I finally just gave up and I maxed out the treble, mids, and bass. And this is a PV Classic 30, and I put the preamp on just a little bit up, and it's the best I could do. I can't just blast it out. I'm in the middle pickup. I mean the blend. Anyway, have fun with that one. Here, talk about the essence of simplicity. It's just like, have you ever just gotten up in the morning, pick up your guitar, and you just start playing something, and it's like, that was cool. And later on, it's like, what the hell was it I did, you know? And that's how I wrote that song that intros the guitar lessons. I just like picked up the guitar first thing in the morning and played it. And this sounds like one of those songs. I'm going to play it right now. And it's so hard to not play too much stuff in it. So, okay. Oh, see, I want to play that low E there. It ain't there. Let the bass player play that. Everybody's got the right piece of the pie. And as a trio music with the harp on top, everyone has the perfect piece of the pie on this record. The bass player is great. It's Craig Sloe Gin Walton. And then Herman Gray on drums, I think. they're tremendous. But you would sound great playing this at a coffee shop with a tiny little amp and a cajon. It would sound awesome. Here it goes. This is another one-fingered guitar masterpiece here. Open and second fret. So nobody can say I'm going too fast here. So this is better with your finger. You can try your thumb if you want to. See, doesn't that sound like something that would be a Junior Kimbrough song? I mean, you know, he would have been a star in Fat Possum. So that's it. That's the whole song, okay? Oh, well, then actually not, because for a minute, then he goes, well, if you keep on. And his lyrics are great. His lyrics are just great, but I'm not going to give them away here. Now, the trippiest ones are the songs in D. They're Ghetto Woman, and then like the fast version of Ghetto Woman is called, what is it called? Tick Tock Goes the Clock, which is another, you know, musings on life from Was Hayes Ware. He seems like a very kind of stoic person and filled with, you know, wry insights. It almost reminds me of J.B. Lenore with this kind of lurching thing going. This is a weird chord, but it works. Or just this. So what this is in D. Here's your D string, 5th fret, and 7th fret. And then you might hear this. Ghetto woman, you know. Ghetto woman. I'm not gonna sing it. I can't sing it and play this. Ghetto woman. Then he slides into here. And he sort of does this. Ghetto woman. No matter where you. What the hell? Crazy this. It sounds great. So this is A string and then your 5th fret. You just got to listen to this record because, like, you don't take my word for it. I mean, this will trip you out, I promise. And then he does something a little weird. It's hard to tell. He plays the middle of your G chord. This is sort of like the guts of a G chord, right? 4th fret and 3rd fret. You might even hear this chord, which is open, 5, 7, and 7. I mean, I've never heard any kind of song like that. Never. And now, Tick Tock Goes the Clock is like a fast version of that. And he has this interesting intro where he just sings almost a cappella, you know, about how you better get off your butt and do what you're supposed to do because time is running out on you, Father. Time is on you. And Hayes Ware, man, he was right. So then it's just the trippiest song ever. It's like... You have this da 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 da. But he manages to put some on top because he's always working his little finger in there. This, I mean, he's always working his finger in there to go. That's cool as hell! Oh my god! So it's just like in what you call it, in the previous song, and then he goes dot dot dot, which is 3 5 3. So that's again kind of the middle. It's like the middle of a G chord. I moved it up to. Anyway, good luck with that one, man. There's one song by him called New Dance. It's another 45. Can't find it on YouTube. On Discogs, that last sold for almost $800. Anybody got that one? I'd love to hear it, man. If you could post it on YouTube or something, that would be the awesomest. Because I really want to listen to everything this guy did. Last one is Little Sally Walker, and it's so cool because it would be really boring without the upstroke from your finger. That's all that is, going all down. You could use the back of your, you could use your thumb, or you could use your fingernails like this. I'm just coming down with my fingernails on the guitar. Whoa, just So that's like the kind of thing it's in. Slim Harpo. You could try a 2-finger E chord if you want and bump into the A string. That's one of my little tricks. And then I just flatten this finger open and then put it back down. I'm just bumping into the A string so I can just beat on the guitar a little bit. Not crazy, but just go ahead and stroke the whole strings. But you took this one out. It's just like King Bees and all that. I did a lesson about that a while back. Hope you guys might enjoy that. So, whoops. That's okay. But now let's make it a little more cooler and put the finger in here and to make it more pop along rhythmically, because rhythmically he kind of pops and the bass player and drummer, they just pop on this. I mean, that's why I think it's part of the appeal, and then the uniqueness of his songs you can't lose. And then put Billy Branch on top. Anyway, here you go. Doom ka-choom, doom 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 ka-choom. So it's not. It gives it this bump, man. Just like this. This is like front porch block party music. Just makes people feel good. He does that in Little Sally Walker. I mixed it up a little bit, but I put the it's funky. It's really funky, but so simple. I love it. So, and if you play some of these songs, it's really great for anyone else to solo over or color in or to loop it, get together with your friends, play with the cajon. And anyway, there's some, I didn't talk about every song, but I talked about my favorite ones. And hope you guys enjoyed this little chat about Hayes Ware. I know he is better known as a bass player, but any of you guys, if you got to play with Hayes Ware, if you knew him personally, if you have any thoughts about his music, anything like that, definitely leave me a note in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join me on Patreon where we have a guitar chat every Tuesday. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.